Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Haziman bin Sairin and I am one of the candidates of Enginius election XXVI for 2019 and 2020. So here is my manifesto. Here is me explaining my manifesto. Okay, we have two manifestos. We go one by one. Okay, for my first manifesto is that to implement digital advertisement in Kuliah of Engineering. Why do I do this? Because I was inspired by some other kuliahs who did this beforehand. As you can see, there is some like for example Selpad, and also in Kuliah of Education they installed this kind of digital advertisement. So I was inspired to bring that to KOE. Second is that this is paperless, paperless. So this is one of the what rector wants, right? So from there, we are going to have one step closer to become green kuliah. Indirectly, we are going to fulfill one of the sustainable development goals, which is to become a sustainable cities and communities. Now, for the strategy, okay, first you are going to have a meeting about the installation with the Dean, Dr. Faris, and the KOE management. Second, we are going to identify and search who is the company who installed this digital advertiser digital screen in the place that I mentioned before, so that we might get a same type of digital advertisement maybe in the future around UIA, right? Okay, now and then we are going to deal with the company so that we might get some sponsorship, or maybe we might get the digital screen for much lower price. And as usual, we are going to establish a schedule to make sure everything goes on schedule. Okay, so now for the installments, we are going as we are just going to start, we are going to install at least one digital screen in the most strategic place in KOE. If possible, if we can get, we might want to have one digital screen in every block in KOE. Okay, for this digital screen, we would like it to be embed to the ground, so that no one can take it, no one can steal it. Okay, and this digital screen will be monitored by Enginius himself. When it will be open, when it will close, will be monitored by Enginius or KOE. And for for some extra, we would like to insert some Islamic quotes as a reminder for students, as a motivation for students to start their study on that day. Okay, now for the social interaction, for the promotion or for the announcement, we would like to notify all students, staff and lecturers of UIA, of IAM, through social media about these installments, so that they don't have to print their papers just for advertisement. And last but not for the financial matters, like I said before, we are going to get some sponsors, or we would like to deal with the company so that we might get this thing for a cheaper price. If that doesn't work, we are going to have an competition, so that it will become one of the source of income, so that it will cover the budget for the digital screen. This one I will explain in depth for my second manifesto. And for the third one, after we installed that digital screen, we would like to charge any students or lecturers who would like to promote his programs 10 ringgit per day. This is my proposal, 10 ringgit per day. Maybe it might change in the discussion later. Okay, that is for my first manifesto. For my second manifesto is to organize an olympiad competition in mathematics, science or engineering. Okay, why do I do this? Is that I was inspired by the mathematics competition organized by IIUM Kuantan, right? So I think I would like to make another one in IIM Gombak, so that maybe in the future we might have a collaboration to make a grand mathematics competition among these two campuses. Now, second is that this is going to be our source of income as usual, where we can charge participants for registration fee. And also, last but not least, this is for us to promote Kuliah of Engineering to people outside IAM, so that in the future, Kuliah of Engineering might get more students, right? Now, for the strategy, we are going to try to have a collaboration with, as I said, IAM Kuantan, and also maybe printers, because this is also could be a potential program under their society. Second, we are going to have a meeting to standardize a format for this competition. We might it going to be maybe engineering or science or maths, or maybe it's going to be paperless, or maybe use paper. So this we are going to discuss about the format later. Now, and then we are going to create a panel of question setters and examiners for this particular competition. And as usual, we are going to make sure everything is on schedule. So we are going to create a schedule for that. Now, for the social interaction, we are going since we are just starting, we are going to make it on a district level for schools in Gombak. But if there's any other schools outside Gombak who wants to join, it is welcome if possible. And then for the promotion, we are going to promote this program in social media like Facebook and Instagram. And also, we are going to send letters to each school in Gombak for this competition. Now, for the financial matters, we are going to find sponsors for prize pool, right? So that we don't want any of the registration fee to be involved in the prize. It will be an issue after that. And then if we manage to organize this competition, we would like to charge participants for the registration fee. So that will be our source of income. Okay, and for the last but not least, I would propose this competition to be held in March or April, when this so that the students outside students have time to prepare or anything. As for my last words, we as a Kuliah of Engineering community, we are always progress ourselves towards success, right? We are always progress ourselves to become the best of the best. But remember, Rome cannot be built in one day. So, if you think that I deserve to get this presidential seat in Enginius XXVI 2019 and 2020, then please vote for me. Step by step towards success, by His pleasure, we strive. Cekal tanpa noktah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hai.